Hello. Hello, hi. So hi. Quick note, today is a sick day. A bit of a controversy. Okay, so I started, if you listen to Thespian Talk, thank you. And if you're here from Thespian Talk, welcome. But yeah, I sort of said I wouldn't take a day off this week because it's only my second week at a new job. However, I went in yesterday and I was very drippy in here, and today I woke up feeling worse, so I was like, I called in. My partner's not overly happy about it because, oh, you guys look bad, and you're like, yeah, but when I tell people, like, oh, I don't feel like right taking a day off, like, when they were first month or so, they said, stop being silly, you're ill. You know, people were commenting that I look, my cheeks were red, and at one point my eye was literally watering as I was talking to someone, and like, you're right, it's just cold. So, my partner acknowledges that I'm unwell, but he thinks it's bad form to take the time off. And I'm just like, no, I need to take the time off because this is me in a resting state. This is me chilled and not doing much. Like, the most energetic thing I've done is go answer the door. And I'm already kind of like, bleh. I'm going to, as soon as I've done this, I'm going to curl up on the... Well, actually, I knew I was expecting a parcel. That's why I was curling up on the sofa. But now I guess I can actually go to bed and just see if I can sweat it out. I know, I'll make my decision in a minute. So yeah, that's why I'm a bit groggy, and that's some housekeeping stuff. A couple of shout outs. First of all, to an old favourite, Mangy Cat, who commented that she liked my unicorn, who normally lives behind my cushion there. I think I've talked about him in my vlogs, but I don't think I've necessarily mentioned him in the unboxings. His name is Tanapi. He was a present from my partner, so he's not always, he's nice sometimes. And he's so named because Tanapi is an anagram of nap toy, because if you hold him like this, he is perfectly cuddleable and an inbuilt cushion pillow, so you can just like that and just have a nap. It's very cute and soft. So yeah, that's Tanapi, and he likes that you like. He likes being appreciated. So thank you, Mangy Cat, for shouting him out. He appreciates it. And also a quick shout out to Alison Hart, who has commented recently on a couple of unboxing videos, and is someone I haven't noticed before. I'm not sure if they're subscribed, but they've definitely commented, and I have seen your comments. For how very few comments I tend to get, I'm getting very lazy about answering them. But most of my answers are just like, hey, thanks for the comment, I appreciate you watching, and that seems to be a little pat. But I have noticed them, I do appreciate it, and yes, thank you. So yeah, welcome, even if you are indeed a new person. So yeah, today's unboxing is the Threads unboxing, which is a book and a t-shirt for £10, which is about $12–13 depending on the exchange rate. Always worth the money. Not necessarily themed, they've not always been related to each other. This month feels slightly heavy. It is from Zavvi. I should probably name the company it's from as well. It does feel a bit heavier this week, so I'm thinking hardback. I mean, I could make a guess and say it could be some kind of a hardback graphic novel or some other, Marvel reference book, because it's Marvel is very prevalent, or maybe the t-shirts could be that. But I don't know. It doesn't necessarily. They don't necessarily theme to whatever's happening. Like with Geek Gear, they sometimes say, I think the next classic box that should be on its way to me was Captain Marvel themed, or like has Captain Marvel items in it. But otherwise they just put in stuff that they happen to have, and that's cool. So yeah, a book and a t-shirt. Sometimes they throw random things in as well. It feels heavy, so it could be a hardback. Beyond that, I have no idea. So if you will allow me one moment to grab my knife, which I gently do one-handed, and then go down here where the seal is. You see the shiny part. I can't turn it around because it's my dress, and I'm not saying that if you want to send me stuff, but at the moment I don't think I'm big enough to risk having my, I don't think my partner appreciates the dress being public. I'm sure you can respect that. Sorry, my throat's all craggy as well, so that's stiff. That is, alright. That just ripped. Excuse me, Snap. Let me just pop that down and lift it up. We have... Oh! Flash Gordon. Ah! Oh, for my sins, for my shames, I have never seen Flash Gordon all the way through. I probably have seen bits and pieces here and there. I might have caught bits on telly, but I have never actually watched Flash Gordon. It is on my list. It is on my shelf. I do own it. I can get up and prove it to you, but I'm a bit dizzy in this blanket, so I'll probably trip over. So yeah, that is something I need to fix. However, the t-shirt itself... Voltans, Sky City, Hawkman. Ah! Okay, the idea of having Brian Blessed across my chest is freaking awesome. I love Brian Blessed. He is an absolute treasure and legend, and I'm totally down with that. I like that. Again, with white t-shirts, there's always the kind of thing of like, oh, you're gonna end up spilling on it or something random. That's interesting. Okay. So yeah, that's but no, I like that. It's a cool design. It's kind of crisp. It's got that sort of sports ball kind of design you kind of get with this. I mostly see it on sport type related like team related things, but it's cool. What's it say underneath? Oh, Who Wants to Live Forever? Who Wants to Live Forever? That's a different franchise that happens to feature songs by Queen. So there you go. So yes, I like it. I've never seen Flash Gordon. I need to see Flash Gordon. I probably will wear this t-shirt. White t-shirts always stain a bit quicker, but for this design it works. It's nice, it's crisp, it's clean. Now, it is a hardback. I was right. It is a graphic novel. I was right. It's Star Trek Marvel Comics Part 1. So it's a collection of what looks like classic Trek comics in a volume. Now, the reason I went, is this sticker here, volume 13. Now, I've spoken before in plenty of other videos about the fact that I've been getting the Marvel graphic novel collection, like the classic Marvel characters. Jesus, I'm definitely going to bed after this. And I've been getting that as a part work. They all have like the stickers for however many. So this, I think, is from the part work. So I don't know if it means that IDW or whoever was releasing the part work. Oh, Eagle Moss. There you go. I don't know if it means that this particular part. And I did look at the Star Trek part work. I did sort of think, oh, cool. I like Star Trek. Star Trek comic collection would be kind of interesting to look at. I decided not to at the time because of money and space, primarily. But if it has been undersubscribed and people haven't bought it, so they just got like volumes they're getting rid of, that's a shame for that, because I might have looked at it at a later point. If it's just thrown in randomly, then I'm not sure, because if it hasn't completely gone away, and I would have at some future point considered, you know, looking at it again and subscribing if I had the money and space. Again, like that's like way down the lines, but does that mean I end up with 2 copies of this? I don't know. But I've undone the seal. Let's have a quick look. Yes, look, it's even got the subscription notice in it. Don't miss your second special. Wait. Is this the your special crossover edition issue is coming soon, which is Star Trek meets Planet of the Apes. Reserve your copy today, $14.99. And then, so is this a special edition? So it's even got the subscription notice in it. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I don't have this book, so that's fine. I'm just finding it more amusing that they've thrown something in that is from a subscription. Yeah, you've even got on the back here in your next volume of Star Trek graphic novel collection. Excuse me. So, but yeah, it is very much the old school, like literally. I guess it would be Golden Age. So you got that sort of muted palette of colours, and what's that? I don't know what's going on there, but that's a lot of action in that panel. Look at that. That is awesome. Back. What does it say? Marvel Star Trek comic series launched in 1979, starting with the adaptation of the motion picture and ran for 2 years after that. The crew of the Enterprise is brought back together to take up an urgent mission. Marvel's comic adaptation of the well-known movie offers a fresh view on this adventure, and it also paves the way for the continuation that never happened on TV. Admiral Kirk and his crew go on a second 5-year mission on board the refitted Enterprise. Marvel's New Tales can be seen as the comic version of the never-made Star Trek Phase 2 TV series, the show that was supposed to continue the original series. So is this a retelling of the motion picture? Just is there an index? Because the motion picture it's an okay movie. It's very much an arty movie. It's very slow. It is not a terrible sci-fi movie, but as a Star Trek movie, it's quite, especially even comparing it to other original cast movies, let alone the TNG and Kelvinverse movies, which are a lot more action-packed. But even compared to the TNG, the classic series movies, Motion Picture is a very slow, very thoughtful movie. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying that I guess at the time a lot of Trekkies were sort of a bit disappointed, and it's like not the sort of Star Trek they wanted. But like I said, it's not a bad movie, and so if this is like a comic retelling of it, story so far, yeah, the motion picture. So looks like there is stuff with Vija. Okay, so that'll be interesting if it's a retelling of the movie in comic form, because that's always interesting, sort of a well-known story. Yeah, because there's the Vija lady. Having a well-known story in a new medium is always interesting. So is that just the movie, or is there other stuff that happens? Haunting of the Enterprise. Oh, and there's a Klingon story here. Don't think the Klingons were in Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't think the Klingons were in the motion picture. I cannot remember. It's been a while since I've watched it. And there's definitely Klingon action here. So I guess it goes from whatever was happening with Vija in the motion picture to... Let me see if I can go back and see if there's a break point between the two storylines. Haunting of the Thalius. Okay, so yeah, that looks like the motion picture costumes and uniforms here. They're sort of putting on their old uniforms, and it does actually say the end. And then we've got the haunting of Thalius. So it looks like that much is the motion picture, and all the rest of this is original. So that's cool. Like I said, I'm going to read this, and I think it's interesting, and it's a good thing to throw in. I'm just slightly confused by the fact that it is a subscription issue, that it isn't just an original. Even if it had been this book, like these pages, but in a different cover, and like a non-collection thing, because it's even got the artwork on the thing, like when you have the whole collection of books, you make up the big picture. So if they'd repackaged it, even, it would probably be a little less odd. Just like, oh, here's the motion picture and other stories. But yeah, otherwise it's still a good quality book. You can see the quality of the paper and the artwork. I mean, it is of the time, but it's still good artwork. Sort of like poster concepts there. It's just, if it hadn't been from the subscription, like with the volume number and everything, I think I'd had less to talk about, I think. But otherwise, no, it's cool. I'm looking forward to looking at it. It looks interesting. I am more of a Next Generation fan, but I do like the classic series. I do like the classic characters. Plus, it's on, I have both Netflix and Prime, so I can never remember which show's on which thing, but I know they're on one of them, and I can sort of go back and watch classic Trek anytime I want. I mean, I think we have the DVDs, but it's easier to watch it on streaming, just because you don't have to faff around with the discs. It's all there. Sorry, for anyone who's wondering, I do and am a big fan of collecting the physical media, because I know that the streaming channels could possibly go south, or something else could happen, and you know, then you don't have those things that you want to watch anymore. So having physical copies of the media, because it also supports the creators of that media, you know, actually going out and buying them. But I can also understand for convenience sometimes. It's, like at the moment I'm watching Buffy and Angel on Prime, like literally flicking between the two. Now I'm on season 4 of Buffy, and it's so much easier than like switching between the discs. Again, it's literally watch Buffy, go watch that week's Angel, and then like however many I managed to watch it in a day. Just do it that way, which is so much easier than getting up every 5 minutes to change. Which, okay, fair enough. It's not, you know, the end of the world. You know, first world problems, or whatever. But yeah, it's for convenience, yes. For exercise, I could change discs over, but own the physical media if you actually want the physical media, because nobody should tell you you shouldn't have the physical media. But I can totally appreciate the convenience of having it on streaming as well. And like I said, with classic Trek, it will be much easier for me to just sort of sit and watch them, and I could probably get through it in a couple of days if I already sat down with them. But anyway, that's enough waffle. So that's a lot about the Star Trek book, because I clearly know more about Star Trek than I do Flash Gordon. But I do like this t-shirt, and I will maybe owning this t-shirt will now motivate me to go watch the film, and then I can wear this with knowledge and like think, oh, I know what this means. But as I said, Brian Blessed is an absolute treasure anyway, so I'm, even without having seen the movie, I'll be proud to have Brian Blessed across my chest, and I'm sure he'd be happy to be there, because he, as well as being a legend as an actor and everything else, he just seems like a genuinely nice guy, and probably very, very huggable. Now I want to hug Brian Blessed. If any of you out there get the chance to meet Brian Blessed, if you ever get that honour, give him a hug from me. Alright, I'm gonna go, because I'm definitely in waffle mode and I need to get some sleep. If you have been, thanks for watching. I completely appreciate it, especially if you've gotten to this part. You are awesome, and I completely, wonderfully, you're great, and I do appreciate you. Anyway, I've been Michelle, you've been watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!